Good morning. I wanted to address another frequently asked question we get at Winter Garden Yoga. So I'll do my best to answer it. It's a great question. It comes up a lot. What about hot yoga? And I'll do my best to answer. And if you give me a second, I'll take a couple steps back to kind of give you a little bit of background. I've done tons of hot yoga. I've tried it before. I've done Bikram yoga. If you're not familiar, Bikram yoga is where you practice in a room that's heated to about 105 degrees Fahrenheit. You do 26 postures repeated twice, about a total of 90 minutes. I've done Bikram yoga several times. I've done Baptiste yoga. Baptiste yoga is more or less conventional type of yoga, but you practice in a room that's somewhere in the 90-degree realm. I've practiced Ashtanga yoga in rooms that were heated up to 90 degrees or so, and I used to practice in my patio that would get up into the 100-degree realm as well. So just to make it clear, I've had experience with hot yoga, and I'll try to make my answer based on studies versus anecdotal data. So what about hot yoga? Great question. The bottom line is, it's an idea that I borrowed from my friend Jane Ducey. If there's a form of exercise that will get you off the couch and out into the world exercising, do that. So if hot yoga is the thing that's going to keep you active, go ahead and do hot yoga, because being active doing hot yoga is going to be better than staying sedentary on your couch. Now, what studies have shown, what science, the best scientific evidence out there right now, what is shown is that there's really no difference in benefit between hot yoga and, let's just say, room temperature yoga or not hot yoga. So it's about the same. If you do hot yoga, the benefits are the same as room temperature yoga. If you do room temperature yoga, it's about the same as hot yoga. So if you're going to do hot yoga, that's awesome. If you're thinking about trying hot yoga, that's awesome. But I would encourage you to consider the facts, because hot yoga has this tendency to over-exaggerate its benefits, right? So the hot yoga studios make claims like you detox more because you sweat more. You don't detox more. Your liver and your kidneys do as much detoxification as possible that you need. You don't need to do other things to detox except have a healthy liver and healthy kidneys. So sweating more does not necessarily mean you detox more. They'll make claims like you become more flexible. And you may or may not become more flexible, but with that added flexibility, you could run the risk of injury because you may be stretching further than you should be. You have to hydrate a lot more before you do hot yoga. When I used to go to Bikram studios, it was recommended to drink the number of your weight in ounces of water the day before you practiced Bikram. So for example, if you weigh 150 pounds, the Bikram studio would recommend drinking 150 ounces of water the day before you even went to do the hot yoga to compensate for all the dehydration. Plus you'd have to drink water before, during, and after class. So these are the things that I would consider is the benefit to risk ratio, or maybe the benefit to hassle ratio. So if you can get the same benefits between room temperature yoga and hot yoga, is it worth the hassle of the ultra hydration before you even step into the studio. Is it worth the potential of maybe overstretching? Maybe not, but maybe. Is it worth the potential of having an electrolyte imbalance? Is it worth having the effects of dehydration? Things like that. I would just recommend considering risk to benefit ratio before you look into hot yoga, and also look into all the claims that the hot yoga realm makes as unsubstantiated claims, really. If you look at the studies that are out there, there's a lot of unsubstantiated stuff in the realm of hot yoga. So I'll just kind of leave it at that. Personally, like I said in the beginning, if it's something that's going to get you out and moving, do that, because it's better to be active doing something than sedentary doing nothing. But if you're considering it, I would ask you to turn your skepticism dial up a little bit and really dig into the claims and see if they're accurate or not. Room temperature yoga is just as beneficial as hot yoga. I hope this answers the question. If it didn't, leave something, leave questions in the comments, and I'll be happy to address it further. If you have a question that you would like me to answer, also leave it in the comments section below, and I'll be happy to do the best I can. Go forth and be awesome. Thanks.